Is it just not working?
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to Fix This Build That Sunday Night Live Show. I'm Brad.
And I'm Susan.
And, yeah, we have a dog. So
It's like having a baby.
We are never early anymore and mostly late. But sorry for that. I hope everybody is having a good day so far.
We do have a good excuse.
Yeah.
He got the crazies tonight right at bedtime. Like a kid, right? Like he kept barking at me like he needed to go outside.
Yes.
And then he'd get out there and just mess around.
All right, let me move this over here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I like that. Make it big. Make it bigger.
And we're going to pop this out. So if you've not seen it today, we just launched a new video, which is how to install a subway tile in your kitchen, subway tile backsplash.
Yay.
And that was removing an old one. So if you are looking to do that in your kitchen, it'd be a great video for you. If you're not looking to do that in your kitchen, I would suggest you watch it anyway, because there's some funny stuff going on in there. You could see me struggle, get on the struggle bus, and have a time matching up all the tiles and everything. But I think my thing is way down.
They said
all right.
Brad needs to fix this mic.
Yep, mic fixed. How about that? Yes.
He had a puppy face. Sorry, Katie, you're not getting. He's crazy right now.
He is wild. It was driving me crazy.
He's cute, but he's
a handful. I'm a bit flustered right now. I'm probably gonna. I think I should just shotgun this one.
I put some more in the fridge so that we can have more when we get done, because there've been other cold ones. It's that kind of a night.
They won't be cold by then. So as you could imagine. By the way, so if you've not seen the video, go check it out.
Yes.
That's all I got to say about that. And yeah, so no patrons, no beer of the week, no nothing. Here we are.
We're just here. We're live.
Saucy.
And the dog is really live.
Yeah.
He is very good, though. He just got crazy tonight.
He's not good.
I mean, he's a 9-week-old puppy.
I know, exactly.
So I can drink the beer? I don't have to wait for any little special thing?
No.
All right.
All right, let's see, who else do we have here? We got Christian, we got Stan, we got Travis, Katie, Ryan, Ethan. How's it going, guys? How's it going?
Hey,
Max, what's up? He's over in Germany. Hope your child is much better than our fur child.
It's not
Fly
the same
Bus,
at all.
what's up? Tyrone,
But it is very similar.
Brian Farnth. Yes, you hit it on the head. And Scott, what's up, Scott? Okay, cool. So, yeah, we've been working on that. The tile came out really nice.
It did. It looks so nice. You did a good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, it looks good. Every time I'm sitting at the kitchen table and I look over in the kitchen, it's like right at eye level. It looks so nice.
Yes.
It's a big improvement.
Fly Buzz is guessing they couldn't get him out of the skate center. Yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, I did a skate center post that we had our middle guy's birthday. We went to a skate center and we had a blast. I feel like
it was fun.
The last time we went was for a birthday. That's about the only time we go.
Yeah.
We were just talking about we should get some skates.
Buy skates.
Buy some actual skates. Because I have some rollerblades, but I never got into it enough to be.
And I never did.
To be good. But get some skates, because a lot of the adults you see will have the racing skates or the.
They've got cool skates.
The rubber legging skates, and then just go have date nights.
They have adult night tonight.
Adult nights right now. We should leave now and go to the skating rink.
Yeah, we've never been there. It's once every 3 weeks or something. They have that.
Yeah.
And
so if you've not been
fun.
to the skate center in a while, I'd recommend it. Go check it out.
It always reminds me of my childhood, because when we were kids in the 80s, I tell you what, going to the skate center was like you were living. Sorry, I had an itch on my foot. I was scratching it. You were living life at that point. And you could go to the skate center and skate around, and then do the claw machine. We had a claw machine.
Play some video games and roll the dice and all that.
Yeah.
Katie, thank you so much for the super chat. Here's for surviving puppyhood. How many Bud Lights can $4.99 get me? That's exactly what I'll be doing with that.
I mean, we have made it a week, and he is pretty good. He's really good.
He's
he
in
just
the biting
at
phase,
night.
and he just won't stop biting. And
especially at night.
I had to walk away. I was like, I'm gonna do something I don't want. I'm gonna
regret what you do.
Regret what I do, and yell at him or throw him in the cage or I was just my patience
didn't do
was
that.
he wore right through my patience. So
Well, it's also the evening.
it is.
Yeah,
It is.
it's like a baby.
Mike
It's like the worst at
Donaldson, what's up,
bedtime.
Mike? Good to see you
Hey,
back on here,
Mike.
Mike. Hope the new shop is doing well, man. How's the shop? How's the saw stop? Katie hasn't seen it yet. That's okay, Katie. That's okay. $25 if you shotgun the beer. That's too late.
Yeah, missed opportunity. I have never in my life
Yes.
shotgunned a beer. Was that even?
That
in
doesn't
college?
surprise me one bit.
Well, I think I
I would
attempted
love-
to in college, but
I
I
feel
was
like-
never successful.
I
I'm
feel like
the
your
slowest
sister,
drinker
she's
you've ever
got
met.
She's got two sisters. She's got two sisters. Her older sister, I 100%. I can almost guarantee you she shotgunned many of
I
the
think they
beer
both shotgunned
because
beers.
she's a rugby player.
Yeah.
Her younger sister, that would be a disaster. Or not your younger, I'm sorry, your
They're both
middle
older than me.
sister.
Yeah.
I would love to see you and Jill try to shotgun a beer. But like me and Jason.
I bet she'd be decent though.
So Jason is my brother-in-law who's married to her middle sister.
Right.
And Jason was a good friend of mine before we met. That's how I met her. So
Right.
Jason and I may have shotgunned a few beers in our day.
Oh, I'm sure you
but
did.
I would love it. Just it
I
could
was
be
probably
like
there when you did.
yeah, me and Jason, and then you and Jill. We'll do two for each one you guys do. I could just see it. They'd be like,
Could you imagine though?
You'll
Like-
just be wearing the entire thing.
I think Jill would be fine. I am not a fast
Yeah.
drinker of any sort. Like, which is annoying because you steal sips from my drinks.
I know, I do.
And Elizabeth, before you were in the picture, Elizabeth used to always steal my drink sips too. Like she would like take the orange juice, and I would get so annoyed. But yeah, I would.
Is this our last cold one?
Yeah, that's why I put I put 4 more in the fridge.
Katie she threw an extra $20 in there. I feel like I have to.
Katie,
I feel like I have to shotgun.
I
this
went to
But
shotgun
be responsible
a
for all the
warm
younger
beer.
kids that
Should
are
I
on
go
the.
throw them in the freezer real quick?
No, we're okay.
I want to
We're
see
all
you
good.
do this.
Maybe, and I can't. I'm not shotgunning a beer on a live. That's
We
irresponsible.
have limits, people.
It's irresponsible.
not
we've
sending a good
got like
message.
12 and 13-year-old woodworkers here. We're not.
That's true.
That's not.
We did not, for the record, do any of that until
No.
we were of legal drinking age,
That's
and
right.
then responsibly. That is.
All right. What else do we
real.
have here? Build a half pipe.
Katie says she did it once. Emphasis on once. Thank you. I never did a keg stand. I never did any of that stuff.
Oh yes.
I'm very tame.
Scott's pulling down his backsplash this week. Awesome. New counters on the 17th. That's fantastic.
Very
That's
cool.
fantastic. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Yeah, I do feel like
What?
shotgunning a beer. I feel like it's and there's nothing wrong with. I mean, I wouldn't
know
recommend
where you're
doing
going with
multiples.
this.
I was just saying, Christian was like, everybody should do it one time. I'm like, it's just kind of a fun thing to do. Not like I said, not. It's not
just
the
don't
most
get how I
responsible
wouldn't,
type
like,
of drinking.
Choke on it and then have it go everywhere.
But it's kind of fun. Like if you're
That's fun.
right. No,
Okay.
not that part. Just yeah. All right, enough of that.
It just seems pointless to me. I'll just drink the beer.
It's part of the ceremony for passing a firefighting program. I can see that. I can see that.
There's
Katie.
one more reason why I would not be I mean, I would be like the slowest firefighter there, which is probably not a quality that you're looking for.
Yeah.
But thank you
Let's
for your
see here.
service.
Mike, he's a little bit on hold. 100 amp sub panel to get power, and everything has went wrong. Oh no, that's not good.
Oh no.
Mike had given you the wrong breaker. That's no good, dude. I hope you get that figured out.
I used to be able to beer pong too.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best. I did play beer pong.
No, he said beer bong,
Oh,
like bong.
no,
a
I
beer.
didn't do that.
Yeah, no,
I'm just talking about beer pong.
You've not done that.
No, quarters. I'm thinking of quarters.
Oh, quarters, yeah. There's some fun. There's some
Quarters
fun
is
like
fun.
beer games, drinking games
Yes.
that you could play. Like, I think we
You
played.
do a Diet Mountain Dew, folks.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You don't want to do that. You're like bloated and like
We'd be
burping
hyped
everywhere.
up.
Yeah, and then not to mention the caffeine. Jeff Baker, what is up, my man? What is
What's
that?
my watch?
Oh, getting text. Cool. So anyway, I'm really glad to be done with the backsplash because it was just the kitchen was a mess there for a while between the counters.
Sorry, I thought I was silencing it.
People do that all the time. Between the counters, then getting the cabinets painted, and then the backsplash, our kitchen was kind of in
Got it. Done.
in disorder for months.
A while.
It was,
a good
it was
while.
probably a month and a half because the original counters got installed
Yes.
incorrectly. So
Yes.
stuff started
It's been a
going
long
south
time
then.
coming.
So it's really nice to be done. And now I'm going to be jumping back into some actual woodworking projects. It's been a while. Somebody commented and was like, hey, I know you need to do DIY projects at the house, but I really liked it when you used to build stuff. And I was like, come on, bro. And then like, I went and looked, and I was like, oh dang, it's been a while. It's been a while because it was like outdoor. It was like the deck skirting, then the paver edging, then the selling cutting boards, then the shop organization.
Yeah.
And then the shop tour. I was like, dadgum, I've not built anything in a while.
Yeah. No, I mean, we normally have a balance we're trying to strike of like mainly 3 different types of videos that we put out, and one of them is woodworking, as you would imagine, and it's a juggling act, right? But then the summer, like you said, the summer happened.
Summer's
and
been crazy.
I guess we just had a bucket list, and we just kept doing stuff.
But yeah.
Message received.
It's all good. So
what about you guys? Do you prefer the DIY videos or the like more traditional woodworking?
Traditional woodworking videos.
Traditional woodworking.
But yeah, so the next project we're going to be working on is actually going to be some built-in bookcases. Yeah. And I guess you call them. I guess that's what we could call them, built-in bookcases. I don't know. It's going to be like a whole wall that is in my son's room, and it's going to have built-in bookcase and then a desk in between.
So it is sort of.
Don't think that's going to be built in. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with the desk at the moment.
We're still figuring things out.
Yeah. So that's tomorrow's work, is to figure that out in the morning.
Right.
But it will be full. Maybe not to the ceiling, but it will be like large, at least 7 foot tall bookcases, and that he'll have probably 2 on each side, and then the desk in the middle, and then probably like a ledger across the top, and and it's going to be like so he can display, because he likes to collect things.
He's a collector.
He's a collector. He gets it naturally from his daddy.
Yes.
And so he's got Legos that he's built. He's got
treasures that he has found,
rocks and
just
paper. He's into origami.
Yeah.
And so we want to have that to kind of be, so there'll be bookcases, but it'll be more like a curio case.
Kind of, yeah. And
so it'll be like display.
Some of those cubbies, if you will be for like holding and organizing things. Like we have to figure out a bin situation or something, or like some. Well, some.
Oh yeah, like at the bottom we'll probably have some of those like soft-sided bins.
Maybe I don't know.
So it'd be a cool like organization thing.
But then mostly for display, because poor kid. Like you look in his room, he's got the loft bed that you made, which is wonderful. Mm-hmm. But he has a lot of the hand-me-down furniture in our house. What was that? That was my ring. I
thought it was sounded like a bark. I was like.
Anyway,
traumatized.
So it'll be really nice. It'll give him a good home base for all of his things, and we are not putting crown molding on the top of it. Or I don't think we are, but like you could, and it would look amazing. It would be a big fat built-in, So
yeah, so that'll be the next one. We don't have
Crown in that room, so
that'll be the next one, and that'll be a fun one. So here, Pat Cavanaugh. Pat said he just finished the sheet goods and lumber storage cart this week.
Oh,
awesome,
good.
Pat. I hope you enjoy that, because that has definitely been a great addition to the shop.
Huge.
To really gather all the lumber. Although I brought in those 2x4s. They're sitting on the floor, so I've already.
It's still an improvement.
It is, but I've already gone against my own little rule of wood storage. So I'll have to fix that. But I hope yours goes well, and that you don't start squirreling away wood like I do.
For us, I think it's nice that everything is in one spot and it is movable. Like if you do need to shift it in the shop. And it's not just like your sheets of Baltic birch leaning on a
everything.
lathe or whatever.
Right, that's what it used to be, leaning on the lathe stand or like on a welding.
Right, because you're not going to move that. You're not going to go so it's just ridiculous. So much more flexible.
Let's hear Scott. Scott was asking about the cabinets. How are we painting the cabinets?
Oh.
And I did not do those myself, Scott. We had those.
That's how we did it.
Yeah, that's exactly. I did it like this. Hey. So they were actually cherry cabinets, and before you guys get upset, we talked about this last week a bit, but they're cherry cabinets, but they had like a ton of sapwood in them. Right. They looked horrible, and when I say sapwood, I mean like pieces. So it was like a strip. So like all the door fronts were 1.5-inch strips glued together, and there'd be like a piece of sapwood next to like the darkest piece of cherry you can get, and then like a streaked half one in the middle. And so they sprayed the doors. They took the doors away and sprayed them, and then they rolled the cabinets. And it's actually right here. I think I was showing this last time.
Week.
Yeah, or the week before. I think maybe.
And they look really nice.
But this is what they used. This Command Jibby Jobby from
yeah, Benjamin Moore.
Benjamin Moore. So this
Which
stuff's
is like, they said
this
this
is
is kinda like what
an
it's made
alkaline,
for.
alkaline, right? Is that what I'm
I
saying?
don't know.
Acrylic, not
Acrylic,
alkaline.
alkaline.
Acrylic. Some
I
of them
don't
are
know,
like
but
alkaline.
yeah.
Anyway, waterborne
Oh, are they?
acrylic
Okay.
urethane. So it's super heavy duty, made for exactly
Yes.
this scenario. So
And they look
that's
nice.
what we did with it.
Um,
Let's see here. Oh man, Mike said the cherries were cabinet. I think you got it, Mike. Mike knows what's
were.
up. Playing. Oh, let's hear. Katie's talking, giving us the lumber update. All right, here's
All
the lumber
right.
update. Lumber trading closed Friday afternoon at $150 higher than last week at
Oh, no.
$621. Oh no, historically lumber trades at 300. So wait, Friday at $150 higher than last week at $621. Okay, so it had crashed all the way down to like $450 then, $470.
Oh.
Interesting.
I was talking about lumber to a parent at the skate center.
And Christian Helm says woodworking. I'm not sure what that means.
Well, I said, do you like woodworking
Oh.
or DIY?
I was like, yeah, Christian's
just
fired
so
up, man.
woodworking.
He's just like,
Yeah.
yes, let's woodwork. Did I? Okay, there's. Let's see here. Both of them DIYs are probably the fave. Okay, so a little split and split.
Yeah, we're good. At least we're not
Now,
completely
35
alienating
2x4s
everyone.
are 450 now. Okay.
How much? 450. 496.
Taylor says he'd love to see me clear some of the shelves and build with some older stock that I've been holding on to.
What, that stuff up there?
Yeah, you know,
Right there?
Taylor, those are props. I mean, that's not actual wood to be worked with. I've
Right.
got one very specific set of props up there. You know, I'm waiting for the 10-year anniversary, you know, which we are, about
ridiculous.
3 years ago, about 2.5 years from now. We'll go 2/1/24. I'll bring down the wood. We'll make something. I'll send it to you. We'll have a good
Have a
good
moment.
party out of it. Yeah.
Right.
I should bring it down one time. I've got this like, I think I was drying walnut and this like Osage orange, which like if you've ever seen Osage orange, if you're not, it's a really cool wood. When you cut it, it's like yellow. It looks like yellow heart, but it oxidizes and it darkens, and so not like I'm looking up at it, and it's like a very like dark caramel, like really dark brown color now, and I can say that's how it looks after 7 years of being cut.
It's cured nicely.
It's cured. I think it's dry.
Oh,
I think it
jeez.
is dry. All right, what is there? Jeff is in the traditional woodworking crowd.
Nice.
Let's hear mostly woodworking for Sean. Built-ins definitely count as woodworking for sure.
Good.
Let's see here how the built-in. I'm going to be interested about it too, Katie, because I'm not sure if I'm going to do. I'll probably do like a faux base, which well, not a faux base, but a base, and then just build the cabinets as boxes and not have the toe kick integrated, which I've never done before. So I kind of want to try it to see how it is and just build the box. The assembly will be way easier. It'll be a lot easier with just the cut parts, and you just line it up and then put like a 2x4 base down there and slap those on top, and that's your toe kick. And then you can put a piece of trim in front if you don't want the 2x4, like a strip of 1/4 inch plywood or something like that, painted white. I think we're going to do them white. We haven't really talked about it yet. We're going to do the wall behind it like an accent color. So. Mm-hmm. But yeah, actually, I'm going to try something new. So I don't know if you guys, if anybody has any tips on that. So I've never done that before. I've never built the boxes. So if any of y'all have bought any of the plans for the cabinets for the shop, or you've seen the videos, that I always build the toe kick into the cabinet. So I'll notch out the toe kick and then leave that open spot in the cabinet, and then I double up a piece of plywood on the corners to do an adjustable foot, and then that's how all these are built. But I know a popular way to do that is to just build them as a straight up box and then put them on top of a base and use that as your toe kick. So I don't know, should be interesting. Let me know if you guys, I would love if you have any tips on that. Shoot them out there, because I've never done it. I'll be doing it, and I don't know anything that. I guess just some people attach it and some don't. Some people just kind of set it on it and then attach it to the wall.
Oh.
Because you don't really, because like if it's attached to the wall and it's like the weight is on the base and then you're attaching it to the wall, conceivably it's not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. I don't know the negatives of attaching it to the base, but I don't know.
We'd still have to attach it to the wall, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we'd definitely attach it to the wall.
Right. Interesting.
Michael Anthony, what's up, dude? Looking to get a decent paint sprayer? Do I recommend air-powered or electric? So technically, they're both electric. The air-powered you're more than likely referring to is an HVLP, high velocity, low pressure. And those are driven by turbines, so they are, well, unless you're saying air-powered. So that's, let me backtrack. The other one is still electrical powered technically, but like a compressor. So shooting out of an air gun in a compressor, I wouldn't go that way at all. My decision would be between the two different types of sprayer, which mainly, and I guess where my mind went to was when you asked that, was there are some more inexpensive sprayers that are just electric that don't have like a turbine. They're just in there. It's like this guy right here. So this little dude is like the HomeRite, whatever, Finish Max Super, and this doesn't have a turbine. It does it right here, generates the airflow up top. So this is still technically an HVLP. I wouldn't do a compressor. I would definitely go the HVLP route versus I can't remember if that's high, if it's high velocity, low pressure. It's definitely high pressure. I don't know if it's LVHP or if it's HVHP. I don't know. But anyway, like a compressor goes for high volume, or excuse me, high pressure, much higher pressure than this does, because you're draining the tank a lot faster. So the air-powered ones are gonna recharge your compressor a lot more than these are gonna be more consistent. But anyway, that being said, this is probably like $100, so $100 or under. And if you're just doing paint, I could recommend this. I would recommend this for paint. And it actually has different tips, so you can get different sizes, and it's got like a little adjustment on here that is for the actual material flow. Let's see here now. So it does that. You can't adjust the airflow, but you can adjust the material flow here. And then you can obviously do the spray pattern, and you can change the nozzles. But like I said, for like $100, pretty cool. And then I've got a Flexio from Wagner, which is now the same company as HomeRite. They own HomeRite now. And I don't have like an Erlex or a Fuji or any of that, or a Graco. I do have a Graco battery powered one, but those are all like the next level up, right? That's way higher level than what this is. Those would be like the $300 to $500-600 range, and that you just can get like a lot more power, a lot more consistency, and a lot more fine tuning and just better atomization, more than likely. Atomization. It's all about the atomization. Yeah. So anyway, that's. I'll close this up so Scott doesn't get mad at me. Ow. So yeah, I would definitely I was like closing it. I just clamp my thumb.
Oh.
I don't know why I said clamp.
You can't blame it on the puppy right now.
No, I can't. I'm over it. I'm relaxed now.
I know. I was like not saying anything to him as he was getting stuff set up out here, because I could tell you were in a mood.
I haven't thrown anything in the shop in a really long time.
Did you throw something?
I didn't really throw it as much as I just went. Like there's a bunch of junk on the bench, and I went, "Wah!" I mean, it was that
Puppy
cup.
was gonna break him.
It was that cup, and it was actually that rigid battery too. I just threw the bat. I was like,
well, I came out here and I'm sitting like as he's setting things up, and I thought about saying, "Are you okay?" And then I thought, he's not okay, obviously. Like that's the worst question to ask. So I just sat here, and that's why I was like.
I was so bad.
I was like, he'll be fine once the live is over.
I don't really get mad that often. This puppy driving me crazy.
Yeah, but like you haven't gotten mad at him previously.
I know. It was just like he got me. He nibbled through my patience. He just kept biting me.
I mean, honestly,
bite. I'm just like, stop.
Not
Just like
to be all the
trying
puppy,
to redirect
but, like,
him, and
yeah,
it just wasn't working. Wasn't taking. I should. That's when you just have to remove yourself from the situation, and I didn't. I tried to power through it.
And we need to remember that when it's the evening and he really should be sleeping, which we're just figuring all this out, that's when he's at his worst when it comes to that kind of stuff. And we just need to disengage him to his fluffy little button bed.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Scott says, if he wants to watch a real woodworker, he'll just go watch Mark. He likes my DIY stuff though.
Nice.
He laughs. I would highly recommend that. Please do not watch me if you want to watch a real woodworker. Go watch Taylor, or probably a multitude of other people on this live. Let's see what else we have. Sheathing, about 30. We still got people hitting the prices. Yeah, I'm glad to see prices coming down. I'm digging it. I should have a photo backdrop. I should take a picture of like a bunch of this stuff and then just keep it up there. I have, some of this stuff has been up there for a long time.
Some of it, not all of it.
Not all of it.
That was sarcasm.
Most of it.
I feel like it's all been up there forever. When was the last time you added something up there? Within the last year or 2 years?
Yeah. Sure.
What did you add?
I didn't necessarily get into the shop in the last. Whoa, you're about to rip my mic off. You're holding it.
Sorry about
that. These little pieces went up. The cedar up there. That was from
the outdoor chairs?
Yeah, from the sofa.
That was like 2 years ago.
I made the sofa last year.
Last year?
Yeah, the chairs. The chairs or the sofa? I don't know. Listen, get off my back, people. Just because that cherry on the bottom came with me from Cincinnati
right now.
doesn't mean
well, but the problem
that I'm not using it.
It's not even
it's
that.
It's only been here 8 years.
I know. But it's not even that. It's the fact that I know there have been projects where you're like, well, it's not wide enough or it's not big enough. Like it has to fit the project.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Tell me the deal.
Y'all can relate to me. Bail me out here. All right, the problem is it's kind of the same reason that I got some of this stuff is like you get this wood and then you use that one right there. That one right above the cherry, that's the newest one because that was I bought the walnut for the coffee table.
Okay.
And that was an extra board from that.
Got it.
That was like only 2 years ago. Not even 2 years ago.
So recent.
But anyway,
yesterday.
My point is this is a lot of leftovers. And what happens is what she was saying is like I'll buy lumber or I'll get lumber from somebody or whatever. And then I'll make a project with it and then I'll have leftovers. And it's like, well, I don't have enough to build another big thing. And so now I've just got like
perfectly good.
Well, yeah, you're not
pass the hand
You're not going to throw it out like that stuff right there.
Obviously.
I don't know if y'all can even see. Yeah, you can probably see it. I don't know how my fingers is on here, but the second one up there, that is, I believe it's
what is that?
kind of like heart pine.
Oh, is that what you made the front hall bench out of?
Yes.
It looks like it.
Yeah.
That's been a while.
Oh, that's been a long time. But I got it. I made a bunch of stuff out of it. I made the top for the truss sofa table.
Yep.
I made the bench out of it.
Also the top
bench that's at the end of our bed.
The sideboard.
No, that's walnut.
Man, I really
The top of the side table that you put your popcorn on every night.
Oh yeah.
That's from that.
That's a popcorn table.
And I don't know, but I mean, like,
really
you make
pretty.
a lot of stuff, and then you have these like leftovers that are not big enough. They're way too big to throw away.
I think you should make cutting boards out of it all.
I mean, you're not gonna make cutting boards out of pine.
Oh, that's true. Is it pine? No, it's
well,
not
that
pine.
is. Yeah.
Heart pine, you said?
Yeah. It's like old school. I got it out of a house.
It
that
is
was built
really
in the
pretty. It's
30s.
like the tops of those tables.
It's very red.
It looks cool. It
might be
it's
Doug
just-
fir, actually, not
It
pine.
looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's got like character to it.
It's reclaimed. Yeah, it's like reclaimed.
Yeah.
So y'all know what
It's
I'm
really
talking
nice.
about. It's gonna be porn in here. They know.
They know.
Please just say it. No. Let's hear. Katie is in a rented space. What would I recommend for a space to spray in that is rental friendly? Ooh, actually, Katie, I have a.
Can you reach it?
No, I have a buddy. Well, there's two things. But I have a buddy, MWA Woodworks. My buddy Matt. I actually think I'm gonna go have lunch with him tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was just texting with him, and what he did is he got a track system and Rockler cell. I don't know if he used the Rockler one or if he actually. I take that back. I don't know if he did a track system or he could have just done like EMT and then like made his own like conduit style, or it could just be. I have no idea. He did something up there. Basically, like do something on the ceiling, depending on how tall your ceilings are. This is probably only going to work if your ceilings aren't like crazy high, like 16-foot ceilings. Probably not going to work. But make a little conduit trail or whatever. And then what he did is he got tarps, not even tarps, like drop cloths, like canvas drop cloths, and kind of like attached it with grommets up there, and then like tied it up or hooked it up or did whatever. And so when he goes to spray, he'll just let them down. And so he lets it down and just kind of makes this like room and I don't know what the size of it is, but I think it's probably like 6x6 or something like that, that he just put it down. I don't know what his ventilation situation looks like. You probably want to have that a little bit ventilated depending upon, I mean, obviously you want to wear a mask.
Does he have like a post about this? Or a video
It's on his Instagram. Go check out
Okay.
Matt's Instagram, MWA Woodworks. And he posted about it probably a couple months ago. Maybe even more recently, that his latest addition to it. But yeah, that's what I would probably do, is like have something that can just drop down and kind of do your own like Dexter, you know, like
Dexter.
like
should watch that.
there's like a new thing coming out. It's like Dexter, yeah, like
2.0.
2021 something. Yeah,
Oh, jeez. That was a
Dexter.
good show, though.
It was. And so that's what I would say. I would say find something like that, because my other option was going to be like a pop-up spray tent. And I just don't think those are, I don't know. I don't.
You used
They're,
those.
I have, but they're not, if you're spraying big stuff, it's not as good.
Right.
It's great for smaller things, but you know, if you need, like if you're going to do a sideboard or like a table wouldn't even fit in there. About the biggest thing you would probably want to do comfortably in one of those pop-up tents is like a side table or a coffee table. But if you're doing like full-size tables, sideboards, larger cabinets, then I think the other option would be way better.
Got it.
Get it. Grant Lydiard says, DIY, please. Yes. Let's see who else we have here. Whatever questions we got. Tyrone, he bought an Airlex 5500. Hadn't used it yet. Not sure what you have to do
Is
with
that
the
a
stain
sprayer?
and lacquer. Yeah, it is.
Airlex,
Yep.
sounds like it.
So that was one. I believe the Airlex 5500. It's a popular one. It's blue. It like the hose winds around in the middle. I looked at that one for a long time. That's I believe a very good sprayer, very good entry level sprayer for HVLP. But yeah, all you need to do, Tyrone, is just look at if you're trying to figure out how to use the stain or how to use lacquer in it, is you just need to make sure, like for those two, stain and lacquer, it's going to be pretty easy because those are both very thin. And so spraying thin stuff is easy. It's when you get into the thicker, like the paints and things, where you have to start worrying about it. You'll need to, more than likely, like whatever tip came in that gun is fine. And you know, the tips are usually like 1.0 millimeter or 0.8 millimeter or something like that. But I would honestly, I would just go to the Airlex probably YouTube page and just see like their setup. But it's going to be pretty easy. You're just going to have to fine tune in the spray pattern. I don't know anything about that one as far as like what adjustments it has. But yeah, you're just going to get it so that it's spraying out and getting good atomization, and they should have tips on that. And all atomization means is that it's literally like it's when the air is hitting the material, the liquid, and it is turning it into atoms. Like it's just kind of it's turning it into a mist, and you want the finest mist you can get. So that you don't get like orange peel. If you've ever seen a bad paint job,
You don't want that.
if you've ever seen a bad paint job, you'll see it's like it looks like an orange. That's why they call it orange peel. It's all like wavy and bumpy. And that's because it's not got proper atomization, or it's just been sprayed on too thick. So yeah, I honestly, I would just take it out, Tyrone, and spray cardboard with it. That's what a lot of people do. They'll like get cardboard and like practice. Just go get some practice. Don't think that you have to spray a furniture piece as your first thing you do.
That's a good idea.
Like literally go grab some water even, and just to get the feel of it, just throw some water in there and just start spraying around with it,
And then
messing
you
with
don't
it.
have to clean it.
That's right.
Right.
Touche.
I know. Just let us know how it goes, Sarah.
Yeah, and I would say one thing, I never spray anything oil-based because cleaning is a disaster. You have to use mineral spirits, so I only spray water-based stains and finishes and paints. That's just me. But also another thing, don't ever mix an oil-based and a water-based. Like get separate cups if you're going to spray those two. Get different cups, and if you can even get different guns, that's even better. But I would highly recommend to get different cups because you really don't, obviously oil and water don't match, don't
Or
mix.
be like Brad and just don't do it to begin with. The oil-based.
I have sprayed it before.
oil-based.
Yeah, I have done it in the past. I have sprayed polyurethane, oil-based polyurethane, and when I have done that, I've used a fully dedicated gun just for oil. And then I was like, this is stupid. I'm not doing that anymore. Because there's so many good water-based finishes these days. Katie's got some dog tips for us. A
What?
dog on its back, especially through force, it understands hierarchy. Don't be afraid to roll your peppers on. Oh, yes. No,
Sorry, what now?
she was saying a dog on its back is kind of like under, the dominance. Don't worry, my dog already rolls on its back whenever I come over because it's like.
Does he do that with me?
No. I'm the alpha.
What do I need to be doing?
You can't. It's too
What do you
late.
mean I can't?
I'm the alpha. You can't be the alpha.
But he loves me.
That's the whole point. You're like his sister. I'm his master.
I don't want him to be. I don't want.
It's like our kids. Like I'm the disciplinarian and she's the lover.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be. I don't want it to be where like if I leave the room or if I leave the house, he's gonna freak out. Like I would not.
Which
want
he does
that.
already. But
he does not. Does he really?
I mean, he doesn't like freak out, but yeah.
He cries. But
He cries when everybody leaves.
Too.
Yeah. He's just a little puppy
I would
right
like
now.
him to be able to be
We're still
more
trying to
like,
figure it out.
like go with the flow, and because as sweet as that is, like when we dog sat your sister's dog, he would do that. Which is funny because it had nothing to do with me. Like he was never really around me a lot. It was more that I was a female, I think, and it was hard on everybody else to a degree, like because they had to like, calm him down and everything. So we just want our dog to be able to just go with the flow.
Scott says he has a piece of wood that was on his rack for 6 years.
There we go.
I call that the warm-up phase, Scott.
Talk to him when you hit 8.
Just getting started. Yeah, after you've moved states with lumber, then you're starting to.
That's when you really do start looking closer. Like, do I need to bring this with me?
Yes. Katie, thank you. I love it. Katie says, Brad, spring room ideas. Thank you.
You said what?
She said, spring room ideas. Thank you. Like she was giving context to the thank you. I really appreciate that. Because, we'll ask questions and then we won't get to, like, people are going to be answering it. And then again, I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm like, woodworking, what? What are you talking about? What else do we have here? Sarah Tyrone making bed benches, sycamore oak and walnut. That's some good woods there. Georgia fan. Hold on, how do I delete people? No, I'm just kidding. 22 to make. My gosh, Tyrone, you better get that sprayer fired up.
Oh, what? He's going to make what?
22 bed benches. I guess that's like the bench, like what we have.
Jeez. Well, you'll have plenty of
That's
practice.
awesome.
You're going to have it down to a science.
Inflatable spray booth tents. Saw one that was 13 feet long.
Inflatable what?
Travis says inflatable spray booth tents. I've never seen that. That sounds fantastic. Greg Hicks. Any thoughts on Pony Jorgensen clamps? No, not really. I think I have one. Is that what a Pony Jorgensen? I get the black tape. They're the orange ones, right? I'm pretty sure they're the orange ones. I have one little F clamp that I think I got at Workbench Conference or something like that. They were giving them out in a little goodie bag or something, and I got one of those. Only one I've ever had or used. It seems pretty decent quality.
I'm sorry, it's called Pony Jorgensen.
Yeah, because I think they joined. Jorgensen was like a brand, and I think Pony was a brand, and I think they joined. So
it just sounds like a really cool guy's name. Pony Jorgensen. Totally sounds like someone who would be a woodworker,
horrible
too.
Name.
Pony Jorgensen? Pony reminds me of...
Pony Jorgensen?
That wasn't The Outsiders or something? Pony Boy?
Sure.
Pony Boy.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
I'm pretty sure. Stay Gold.
I don't know anything. I mean, I know a lot of guys that use them, and I know a lot of them are paid to use them, but I also know that they're reputable guys and they rep good brands, and that if they were junk, they wouldn't use them. So yeah, I've not heard anything bad, and from the little experience that I have, they're fine. I mean, there's nothing crazy good, or it's just a good clamp. So yeah, I think I don't think you're going to be disappointed. I don't know if they're the best clamps out there, but if it's a good price, then go for it. That's the thing with clamps. Like, there's not much. Like, even I've got a bunch of the jet clamps, and it's because I like the trigger. But it's like those clamps, and then obviously the Bessie clamps are a big one. And there's no difference between the actual, like, what you can do with them. It's just like, do you like this little trigger? How do you like to close it? And so it's the same thing with a lot of these clamps. It's like they all do the same thing. There's just like little features. So like the Pony one, like for instance, and I actually don't like this. Here, I'm gonna grab just to show. Yes.
I'm gonna get that clamp. Just gonna drink my water here. It's not very exciting. He's coming back with the clamps, folks.
All right. So then I'll take that back a little bit. And so this is a Pony Jorgensen, I believe, even though I have black it out because, you know,
Why not?
they say if you're good at something, don't do it for free. So I tend to cover up a lot of these brands if I'm not using them. So this is one thing I do like. This is cool. So this is a little Pony. This is the one clamp I have from Pony. That this is cool. That this is like a removable head, so you could turn it around and use it for spreading as well as clamping. They also have, I guess that. Hold on. There we go. They also have this dovetailed head to them, which I'm guessing is so you could join them together. So if I had ones like this, I could extend it by dovetailing those two together, which is a cool feature to extend them. But the one thing I do not like about this, and it's just a preference thing, just like the Jets versus the Ponies, I don't like that at all. I really dislike that because like this is the release mechanism. So if I come down to get it to go, you press that. I do not like that at all.
He does not like that.
Because it's like you can squish your fingers in there. Like, why would you have that? Like, I like this. This is the original version. Like, this is like Irwin made these popular. I like this because it's easy here versus like doing it this and then having to come in here. I really dislike that.
It just doesn't seem as natural.
Right, it's not. So they've got a lot of cool features. Don't like that at all. But like I said, solid clamp. It's it's fine. It's hefty. And it's got some cool features on it, but I really dislike that other piece. So that'd be my only piece of feedback from my usage on that one.
Are they still like that? Do you know?
I do not. And that could just be one style. So, but yeah, just like having it inside there just seems like it doesn't make any sense to me. The PJ squeeze clamps. Oh, here there. Scott I didn't even see it, but Scott says, I don't like the releases on the Pony Jorgensen squeeze clamps. See? Scott knows what's up. What brand of paint do I prefer, Michael? We use a lot of Behr.
Mm-hmm. We do.
Which one do we use?
Behr Premium Plus, I think. Like the
Pear.
one.
We use Behr paint.
You know what I'm saying. There's the marquee. We did the marquee in the bathroom, and it was nice.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
No, we didn't.
Where did we do it?
Benjamin Moore.
We did marquee somewhere.
Marquee was I think Marquee was the sea salt.
Oh, sure. Okay. We did marquee.
We have done Marquee. It's since been painted over.
And it was nice. I mean, it was not. I get a little annoyed anytime any brand is like one coat. Like it's not.
Yeah.
Unless you're going over white with like a very similar white, and even then, I probably would do two coats to get the true color.
Same thing with like paint and primer. It's like no matter what you paint, in my opinion, you got to do two coats.
Right.
And so if you're in two coats of the Behr Premium Plus, which is in the middle, I think there's one lower than that.
That's what I was saying. There's the Marquee, which is like their top of the line brand. And then whatever the one is that's one step below Marquee, which I think is the Premium, Ultra Premium or something, Premium, whatever that is. That's what we always get.
Yeah.
And
because it does roll on better than that lower end one.
Yeah, and I think we're also just kind of used to the consistency of that paint because when you switch from paint companies to paint companies, or like the Marquee was definitely thicker. I think if you only ever use like a Benjamin Moore, Sherwin-Williams, you might get a Behr and go like, oh, it's not quite as thick. I like it though. I like the way it rolls on, and it does a great job covering. But yeah, that's what we usually use. And we do color match sometimes, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just find a Behr color. So, what?
We're talking the alpha theory in domestic dogs has been disproven.
What?
By the guy who I feel like
it's been disproven.
I feel like Pat and Katie are probably fighting in the comments.
You're just like terrorizing this dog for nothing.
And I'm not terrorizing.
I'm just kidding. That was an That was a major exaggeration. Because Pat says
find a positive reinforcement trainer, and that
we do that a lot.
We do.
Well, we haven't found a trainer. But
I think we are trying the positive reinforcement.
Right. Like we're not doing any like shaming, like if
right. But at the same point in time,
or something. Yeah.
I mean, I believe, and I have to go even the positive training thing. There's a point in time where you need to be firm with the dog and let them.
I just don't know how much he gets.
No, you're being. I agree too, because I'm like trying to get him to stop biting. It doesn't matter how firm I am. Like he's just like whatever.
He's a dog. He's a puppy. But like when he doesn't give up the leash, like when he bites the leash like usually the leash. And we can't get it out of his mouth. What I read or saw, like I will give him a treat, And
he'll
I think
just
there's
drop
that video,
that
that
leash
guy. Like a bad
hot
habit.
second.
Like, I mean, like there's a dude that we started watching online, and he talked about that with leash training or something. He was saying
you don't give them the treat. You lure them away from it, and then like make them do something, and then give it to them.
Well, shoot, I need to do that.
Well,
that makes sense.
Now you're
that
rewarding
totally
them for
makes sense.
chewing the leash.
See, we're learning, but
We have no
it
idea what
makes
we're doing,
sense.
by
But
the
it makes
way.
sense. Like if you can get them to like drop it,
Right.
Because
But
they're
then,
doing a
and
new
then,
task.
and then make them do.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of fighting that
Totally.
battle, because when like even when he like, so he's pretty good at like we'll throw a toy and he goes and gets it and brings it back to us. And from the beginning, we have not like taken it from him when he's still chewing it, because then that becomes like, oh, this is part of the game, is that you have to like wrestle it away from me. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
Like, so he will eventually stop chewing it and drop it, and that's when I take it. But I'm sure we're doing all kinds of things wrong.
We're the worst dog.
We're figuring it out as we go.
We're gonna get there.
He's pretty smart though, so hopefully we won't screw him up too much.
Yes.
Stay Gold. Oh yeah, see Pony Boy. Yeah, Pony Boy is in The Outsiders. Thank you. Stay Gold, Pony Boys, and then they did Pony Boy. They did the whole Nature's First Green is Gold.
Okay, I like it.
People know. I tried to Google it and my phone didn't do anything.
Let's see here. Scott loves the Bear Marquee. Tundra, what's up, man?
Yeah, it's nice.
I only use them in a pinch.
What?
He says I only use he says he has some like that, but he only uses them in a pinch.
Ah, very funny.
I like it.
Yeah,
that's,
the Bear
that's my
Marquee,
kind of joke
like
there.
going back to that, it does seem very comparable to like a Sherwin-Williams or a Benjamin Moore.
Yeah. Premium Plus is the best buy. Yep.
Yeah.
Especially if you're going to do a second coat anyway.
We're
Absolutely.
just cheap, so that's why we use that one.
Right, yeah. Opinion on Valspar. I've used.
We don't use them a lot.
I've not. What did I do? I did something with Valspar. I don't remember why.
That was
Where
so
did we
long
do
ago.
that?
So long ago. I don't think
Yeah.
we've even used Valspar in this house.
No, I don't think we have.
It was like,
No. I think it may have been a stain. They may have done like
Oh,
I think I
maybe.
may have used like an outdoor
Possibly.
stain or
That
something
makes
from
sense.
Valspar.
you
But
could go check the.
quite honestly,
stairs.
I think they're probably about the same. Here, I'm gonna show that one.
I think it's more a brand loyalty thing for us.
Yeah.
Like we've just used
Yeah, like,
Bear.
we always shop at Home Depot.
Right,
so
like
it's,
we're more drawn to Home Depot. We've
easier
done a
to-
lot of work with Home Depot.
Yeah, I mean they're a huge
But even
sponsor of the
before
channel.
then, like
so we're always there. I'm not going to drive to Lowe's just to get Valspar. I mean, I don't know, it may be way better.
But even
I don't
historically,
think so.
we've just always used it.
Right.
So we've used Valspar, but
Yeah.
it's been so long. I don't
We've
have
been
an
Depot
opinion.
people. I mean, I've preferred Depot well before I started working with them.
Oh yeah, right. And
A lot of it, though,
if
was
we're gonna run
because-
out to a store, I will automatically just drive to Home Depot.
Because a lot of it though was we didn't have a Lowe's in our area of town in Cincinnati. The Lowe's was up
trying to
in
think.
Tri-County,
oh my gosh, that was the
and
closest
the Depot
one.
was right there off of
Right.
Cross County.
Well, yeah, there was not one close. That makes sense.
Yeah, and so I always
Yeah.
that's where I.
And here
my
we have
formidable years.
both of them, but there's 2 Home Depots here, pretty
Yeah.
close, and only 1 Lowe's. So we have a better shot of like between the 2
Stuff being-
stores, things
but
being
we never
in
go up to
stock.
the other one. But
Huh?
We never go up to that. We don't go up to the other one,
I go up there?
do you?
Are you kidding me? When we were doing outdoor stuff for plants, whatever.
You're like, I go with
I mean, like that is definitely, or at least it makes me feel better. It doesn't matter. Let's move on. It's not exciting content here.
Yeah. All right. Zach. So Pat says Zach George on YouTube.
That's who we were watching. Zach
Is that the
George.
guy?
Yeah, he
Okay.
did the whole like offer a treat, and then he'll drop the leash, and
Oh, we had him doing
evidently.
it was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
the
He's
stay.
like a magician.
He's a magician.
Well, and then we had our dog
the
doing
leave
it
it-
so fast.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't retain it, but like,
I mean, he
The fact
kind
that
of
you
does.
can-
He can do sit now for sure.
yeah,
Even
It's-
outside with distractions.
it's amazing.
Yeah, no, we do. Like we've been watching
I just went
Zach George. We need to dive into more videos of his, and then he has a book, and so we're thinking about getting his book too, because
Yeah.
if he knows what's up, then we're on board.
Yes.
So because we need to know. What's
Jeff, have a good night, my man.
Bye,
Also,
Jeff.
We're getting down to the 10 o'clock hour.
We are.
Let's see here. Stan, what are my thoughts on the Rikon 8-inch benchtop joiner? Just bought one, haven't set it up. You made an excellent choice. No, that's all you want to hear, right? Like you already bought it.
Good job,
You don't want to
Stan.
hear me. You don't want to hear me say anything bad about it. But I will. No, I think that I've heard good things about it. I've not had any physical experience with it. I have heard good things about it. I believe it's got a helical head in it, which is great. Rikon makes good tools, and The only thing, I never recommend a benchtop joiner just because of the bed length. The bed length is going to be a limiter, and it depends upon how long of boards you're trying to joint. And I know it does have extensions, or a lot of those do have extensions. So hopefully that works out for you. But that's my biggest thing, is I just never recommend any benchtop joiner because of the bed length limitations. But
if you had to buy one, Rikon is a good one.
But I had to buy one, that'd be the one, Jeff.
Yeah.
The Rikon, and there's another one, the Q-Tech. I think and those may even be the same one, just different branding on them. But yeah, I mean, if you've never had a joiner, which I'm sure you probably haven't, it would be great. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? It's better than not having a joiner for sure. It's less than having a full size, but that's anything, right? Like, that's what I tell people, is like, if you can do it, get the floor standing model. If you can't, use that. And then the biggest thing that I love about buying tools is that when you're first starting, if you like your first drum sander, or your first table saw, your first whatever.
They just said drunk sander.
Your first drunk sander.
Don't do that.
After bonging some beers. That's not a good
idea ever.
No, is that you figure out what you like about it, and you figure out what you don't like about it. So you figure out the limitations in your workflow. And for all, I'm talking my experience. For all I know, like, it might be perfect for you. It might do everything that you want it to and more. For me, that's the limitation I was working around. So you'll use it, and then if you grow out of it, you can upgrade it. And the nice thing about woodworking tools is they keep their value pretty decently. So hopefully you should be able to use that to upgrade to a floor standing one if you feel like you need to, but you might not. You might not. So who knows?
I think Scott asked for our favorite feel-good moment.
Tundra is asking about cleaning glue off my clamps. I try to avoid it in the first place, quite honestly. And if I am cleaning it off, I typically just using a scraper or like a pick or something. I've never used a solvent, but I know a lot of people use vinegar to dissolve the glue.
Brad is also a big fan of picking things out anyway.
I am, yeah. So you have to do it pretty soon after. Like, if you're popping glue like a day after, 2 days after, no problem. If you're doing it like a week after,
6 months later,
a year after, you're not getting that off. So do it quickly. Do we have a collar or leash or body leash? Body is more for control and train. We have a harness.
We have a
harness.
I guess
that's a body.
I mean, it's like padded here. Oh, sorry. Yeah. It's padded here, and then it goes around.
Yeah.
We had a collar.
He's so small.
Yeah.
He's so tiny.
We had to get the extra small and then adjust it down.
I think we'll go to a leash, at some point, or a collar.
Probably. I don't know.
We'll see. Right now he's in the harness, which is still, we bought the very smallest harness, and it's still too small for him. And he's adorable. Yeah. It's like a little vest in him. He looks like a little man.
He's so cute. Yeah, no, it's easier for us because with the collar, the leash kept going under his body when we were trying to walk him. And so with the harness, it still does that sometimes, but it's much better. And I feel better about, like, if he's like trying to eat something he shouldn't be eating.
Right.
I can kind of pull the leash a little bit. Nothing crazy. I think it went darker. We can sort of, try to pull him away without feeling like it's only getting his neck. It just feels safer to me. Yeah. But
don't want to go around.
Yeah, he's got that.
Breaking your dog's neck.
No, that would be bad.
Ryan, when one drop of glue gets on my clamps, I throw it away. Favorite. He's talking about the Olympics. Favorite Olympics. Ooh, maybe that's a good one. We need to wrap it up, but. We don't have, Alan, we don't have a title or thumbnail. What should we have?
Oh, yeah, we really haven't done much.
My title could be like, my puppy's driving me crazy or something.
Yeah.
But if you have a good idea, Alan, I'm so out of it, Alan. I'm just like.
I was thinking, feel good moment with the puppy. I could give you one of those. Every time he sees us, he just wags his tail.
I know.
So cute.
I think the Sunny Lee thing was pretty awesome.
That was really cool.
We didn't really watch that. I would say either Sunny Lee winning the all-around women's gold after Simone Biles dropped out, or the men's. I can't remember what they did. It was either the men's, and I didn't watch the race. I watched like the aftermath, but the men's freestyle. I don't know if it was. They just did the 4x100, but then there was another relay, maybe the 4x400, maybe, or it may have just been the individual 100. I don't know what it was, but anyway, the dude, like watching the guy, and I forget his stinking name, Dempsey or something like that. What is his name? I just watched. He's got the tattoos.
I do not know.
And
this
anyway,
story.
he after he won the gold, he was like, they did like a live stream with his family, and his wife was there. So he's like this young guy, he's probably like early mid 20s, and he was just like so emotional. Like, he couldn't even talk. He was just like, and his family was there, and they were just like he's like crying, and they're like crying, and like it was like super awkward because like he wasn't talking, and then he was like, and they're like trying to talk to, but it was just like seeing like how overwhelmed with emotions he was and stuff. I forget his name, but if one of you guys drops it in there, that was pretty awesome. So that's the swimmer guy. It was kind of fun to see that, and just like how just how emotional, how surprised he got, and it was hard for him to even talk to his family. But yeah, it's been fun watching that. We need to definitely do more for them. Pick a clamp, any clamp for the title. I should do, yeah. Don't buy the, no, yeah. I'll work on that pony sponsorship. Don't buy this clamp, and I'll just be holding the pony.
Right.
Yeah, but that was mine. All right, good night, Katie. Hope you have a good one.
Good night, guys.
We are gonna also jump off.
Yep.
And
got a kitchen to clean.
we do have a kitchen to clean and
Puppy to leave sleeping.
beers to drink, yeah, and the puppy to not wake up. So thank you guys for joining us. If you've not seen the video on the tile backsplash, go ahead and check that out. It's on the channel today, and we'll be working on some new projects coming up. And see, we know we were like 3 weeks between that last one, so it took a little bit longer. Part of that was because of the puppy, but we're going to get back in the groove, and try to get a lot more going on. So we will see you guys next week, and get out there and build something awesome this week. All right, guys, have a good one. See ya.
Bye.